This video is on multiplying binomials. So first things first, what is a binomial? A binomial is simply a polynomial that has exactly two terms. One term, two terms, it's a binomial. That's all there is to it. So what we're going to talk about today is how to multiply two of them together. So the procedure for that is pretty simple. All the procedure is that we are going to use the distributive property twice. So what that's going to look like is if we have, say, a plus b times c plus d, that's going to work out to be a times c plus a times d plus b times c plus c or b times d. All right? Everything times everything. A times c, a times d. B times c, b times d. And then we will combine our like terms to simplify. So let's do an example to show how this works. So we're going to multiply x plus 3 times x plus 4. So, like we just said, we're going to use the distributive property twice. First, we're going to take x. We're going to multiply it by everything in our second binomial. So we're going to say x times x. That's the first multiplying we're going to do, x times x. And we're also going to do x times 4, so plus x times 4. Then we're also going to do 3 times x and 3 times 4. So now we've done our distributive property twice. We've taken x and distributed it, and we've taken 3 and distributed it. So now let's do our multiplying. X times x gives us x squared. X times 4 gives us plus 4x. 3 times x gives us plus 3x. And 3 times 4 gives me 12. We look through here, see if we have any like terms to combine. We've got 4x and 3x. Those combine to give us 7x. Bring down our x squared. Bring down our 12. And we have our answer, x squared plus 7x plus 12. So the procedure is very simple. Simply use the distributive property twice. Multiply the first term from the first binomial by both terms in the second binomial. Multiply the second term in the first binomial by both terms in the second binomial. Work out your multiplying, and then combine like terms to get your answer. So we're going to do a couple more examples like this. Here we have 2x squared minus 3 times 4x plus 6. So do the exact same process we just did. 2x squared times 4x plus 2x squared times 6 . Now this is a minus 3, so minus 3 times 4x minus 3 times 6. Well, work out what we've got here. 2x squared times 4x is 8. X squared times x cubed. Plus 2x squared times 6 is plus 2 times 6 is 12. X squared minus 3 times 4 is 12x, and minus 3 times 6 is 18. Going through, x cubed, x squared, x 18, no like terms, so I'm done. All right, so it's very simple, same procedure, just multiply everything in here by everything in here. Use the distributive property twice. Last example we're going to do, 2x plus 3y times 6x plus 5y. Now in this case I've got two variables, but it really does not change the procedure at all. Still start taking our first term in the first binomial, multiplying it by the first term in the second binomial. 2x times 6x. We'll take the first term in the first binomial times the second term in the second binomial, plus 2x times 5y. Alright, repeat same thing with our second term. 3y times 6x and 3y times 5y. Let's go through, do our multiplying. 2 times 6 is 12. X times x is x squared. Okay, plus 2 times 5 is 10. Now x and y, those are not like bases. They can't get multiplied together. They just stay to xy. Over here, 3 times 6 is 18. I've got x and y again. It is y times x, but you should know that's the same thing as x times y. So that's 18xy. Then finally, 3 times 5 is 15. And y times y is y squared. Look through here. Do I have any like terms? Yes, I do. 10xy and 18xy gives me 28xy. Bring down my 12x squared. Bring down my 15y squared. I've combined all my like terms. I've done all the simplifying I can do. I am finished. So, that is all there is to it. Simply multiply the first term in the first binomial by everything in the second, then distribute the second term. Just doing the distributive property twice. So, here is your try it problem. You need to complete this tonight and bring it into class tomorrow.